السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. طلاب وطالبات الصف الثالث الاعدادي، أهلا وسهلا بيكم. النهاردة إن شاء الله هنحل مع بعض أسئلة الوحدة العاشرة، الدرس الأول والثاني من كتاب المعاصر. هنبتدي كده نشوف نحل الأسئلة مع بعض. عندنا أول سؤال خالص بيقول إيه؟ Choose the correct answer from A, B, C or D. Number 1. Our system includes the sun and 8 planets. إيه نظام بيحتوي على الشمس و8 كواكب، يبقى solar system. طيب. Number 2. Yesterday Dad bought a camera with a very good lens. عدسة جيدة. امبارح والدي اشترى كاميرا والعدسة بتاعتها ايه؟ جيدة. Okay. Number 3. Galileo studied in our solar system. يبقى planets. جاليليو درس الكواكب في النظام الشمسي. Number 4. The moon, the earth, once every 27 days. كل 27 يوم orbits بيدور حوالين، يبقى القمر بيدور حوالين الأرض. تمام؟ مرة كل 27 يوم. Azza loves studying the stars and planets. She wants to be an astronomer، اللي هو شخص بيدرس الكواكب والنجوم. Number 6. A lot of orbit the earth. كثير من ايه بيدور حول الأرض planets. Number 7. I want to enter an international math competition. عايز أخش في مسابقة ماث عالمية. Number 8. Most employees at 60 يبقى retire، بيتقاعدوا أو بيقعدوا من الشغل، يطلعوا المعاش، يعني سن 60. Number 9. Let's go on a boat trip. رحلة بالمركب. boat trip on the Nile for an hour، لمدة ساعة. حبيبة مرزوق is dreaming of going to the Olympics. بتحلم بالذهاب للأولمبياد. أو an is a person who travels into space. يبقى astronaut، رائد الفضاء، هو اللي بيسافر فين؟ في الفضاء. نقلب الصفحة مع بعض. A piece of equipment you use to see things that are far away is called. معدة بتستخدمها عشان تشوف الأشياء البعيدة جدا، اللي هي تلسكوب. The space not is a large spacecraft where people live and work. يبقى a space station، محطة الفضاء. A space station. 14. There is a force which attracts things or people to the center of the earth. تبقى gravity، الجاذبية اللي بتجذب الناس والأشياء لمركز الأرض. 15. A is a machine in space that goes around the earth. يبقى هي آلة في الفضاء بتدور حوالين الأرض. تبقى إيه؟ هنا طبعا عندي كلمة satellite is a machine in space goes around the earth. برضو ممكن تنفع spacecraft، المحطة الفضائية، برضو هي بتبقى موجودة في الفضاء، هي آلة في الفضاء وبتدور حوالين الأرض. تمام؟ طيب. أو an is a person who studies something carefully، بيدرس شيء بحرص، اللي هو researcher. 17. Dad retired at 15. He has some health problems. عنده مشاكل صحية. That means that he stopped working at 50. وقف العمل عند 50 سنة. In 1602 the telescope was invented. That means that it was designed. صمم. Nora helped to organize an important sport event. The word organize in the sentence means arrange. organize هنا معناها يرتب أو ينظم. نيجي بعد كده السفكس والبريفكس. You can make an adverb from the adjective successful by adding the suffix ly. We add the suffix to get the noun from the word Italy, Italian. I haven't been to the club recently. The word recently can be replaced by the word lately. The prefix gives the opposite of the word correct, incorrect. There is a cafe far away. The word far away can be replaced by remote. We collect some money for a specific purpose. The synonym of the word specific is particular. Particular. Okay. اللي بالصفحات مع بعض page 209 أسئلة على present perfect and present continuous. طيب. Have you ever used a telescope? Have you ever used a telescope? What have you been dreaming ing of since you were young? I have been to the restaurant before. Is it good? Yes, it is. I haven't been. I haven't been to this restaurant before. Ahmed has read 3 books this week. He loves reading. Has read. Hiba has been doing her homework for 2 hours. She hasn't finished yet. Eunice has been reading a new story for an hour. Has been reading. He is still reading it. Next. Have you been waiting for the bus for a long time? 8. Haitham has created an app already. Number 9. I have already come to school. 10. Nada has already won. Nada has already won a gold medal. Number 11. Mrs. Mona has been teaching English since 2001. 12. I have been doing this hobby since last year. 13. You look tired. What have you been doing? 14. They have been studying. ing. They have been studying for 3 hours now. Studying. اللي بالصفحة هل في نسينا حاجة؟ تمام. نبتدي السؤال اللي بعد كده page 212 صفحة 212. How many people has walked on the moon by the end of the 20th century? I didn't send the report until I revised it. I had revised it. I hadn't been to Karim's house since he painted it yellow. Number 4, Fatma had never heard Italian before she went to Rome. Number 5, we a taxi to the beach because the bus had already left. يبقى took. 6, after Nada the food her visitors arrived. يبقى after Nada had cooked the food her visitors arrived. Before listening to the radio, Ali had done his homework. After Ola had studied her lessons, she went out. بعد ما ذاكرت دروسها هي خرجت برا. went out. The boy ran away as soon as he saw هنا ممكن نقول saw أو had seen the dog. When Ayman arrived at the station, the train had already left. كان القطر غادر. had already left. Before he went to school, he had packed his bag. We decided to have lunch until he had visiting the museum. يبقى we didn't decide. Number 13, had he left هل غادر our ticket before he went to the show? She had succeeded last week, so he was happy. 15, by the time to bed he had watched the film. By the time he went to bed he had watched the film. 16, the river was very dry because it hadn't rained for weeks. Lena knew the best room in the hotel because she had been there before. Scientists had done a lot of research before the first person walked on the moon in 1969. After studying the moon, Farouk el-Baz started studying deserts on Earth. نقلب مع بعض الصفحة لحد ما نوصل للتست على أول lesson 1 و 2. عندنا هنا الأول خالص بيقول إيه؟ مازن has got lost in بورسعيد. مازن تاه في بورسعيد. He asks a taxi driver to help him to reach the Sun Hotel. سأل سائق تاكسي عشان يساعد إن هو يوصل لفين؟ اوتيل اسمه ذا سان فندق الشمس. Excuse me, can you help me? Of course. How can I help? ازاي اقدر اساعد او ازاي اقدر اساعدك. help you. I want to go to the Sun Hotel. I want to go to the Sun Hotel. Walk along this road. امشي بطول هذا الطريق and then turn right. بعد كده احود يمين. Do you want me to take you there? تحب ان انا اوصلك هناك؟ قال له yes please. Is it far from here? هل هي بعيدة عن هنا؟ قال له no it isn't. Is there a museum near the hotel? هل في فندق قريب من فمتحف قريب من الفندق؟ Yes there is the Egyptian museum. المتحف المصري. Thanks. How much does the ticket cost? التيكت بتتكلف قد ايه؟ قال له the ticket of the museum costs 20 pounds. السؤال اللي بعد كده read and complete the text with words from the following list. Have walked robot Mars has astronaut. طب man had dreamt of traveling into space before achieving it in the 20th century. Man walked on the moon. During the 1960s. A space station has been built and then a space astronaut was invented. Do you think we will be able to walk on Mars in the 21st century? 21st century. السؤال اللي بعد كده choose the correct answer from A, B, C or D. A is a large spacecraft where people live and work. A space station. Number 2, to get the adverb of the adjective successful, we add the suffix ly. When something isn't modern, it's ancient. To get the opposite of the adjective popular, we use the prefix un. This idea can't be right. The synonym of the right is correct. They gave me a specific job in the project. The antonym of specific is non-specific. السؤال اللي بعد كده complete the sentences with the correct form of the words in practice. She here for 5 years. She is still here وما زالت هنا. يبقى she has been working. She has been working. The government many roads recently. يبقى has built many roads recently. You have ever traveled into space. ده question سؤال. يبقى have you ever traveled into space? She has to London with her parents before. يبقى she has been. She has been to London with her parents before. I had arrived home before the film started. I had arrived home before the film started.